Hello and welcome to another update video about Chiliz. So CHZ Chiliz made that additional low that we've been waiting for. I did mention in previous videos that I'd like to see one more low, that this move up was most likely just a three-wave structure. Hitting resistance here, it reached a 23.6% retracement, the minimum retracement that you would expect for a wave 4, and then as a result of that, a 5-wave structure to the downside. The strength of the sell-off here does suggest that this was still some kind of a wave 3, might be putting a wave 4 in now, and maybe one more leg down. I'd be in favor of one more leg down. Yeah, I'd like to see that actually, just purely because we haven't really seen too much of an impulsive reaction to the upside yet. Bear in mind, we've now made a new low, so the minimum expectations for this wave 5 of C of Y of 2 are complete. Yeah, so it doesn't need to go any lower, but of course it can, and as long as we don't see an impulse to the upside, I'm in favor of another leg down. We can also add some kind of a trend line here, so maybe like a corrective channel to the downside, and if we break above that, that would be at least a first indication that things are changing. Correlation to Bitcoin, I always get asked also here. I mean, Chiliz really couldn't care less about what Bitcoin is doing. It has a completely different structure to Bitcoin, completely different. So yes, altcoins move with Bitcoin generally, but that's a very vague idea. And there are correlations, but again, they're very vague, and they don't have any impact on the particular support and resistance levels for Chiliz. So, you know, if we really look at ideal targets, then what we could do, there's two ways of how to calculate this sort of target down here, or three waves. We can let's see what makes sense. So if we say this was a wave W and we've got a wave WXY pattern, then one way of calculating a target, and that's probably the let's say the least accurate here because it's the highest degree pattern. We take the length of the wave W and we add it to the top of the wave X, and that gives us a key target. So the first target, well, okay, so the 1-to-1 ratio was already broken, so it's not relevant. We have now moved perfectly to the 1.236 extension. That's the 15-cent level. That is actually one possible target for a wave Y. So yeah, it could be finished here. It could be finished here. Moving down to 10 cents or 10.5 seems a little bit extreme. It seems a little bit extreme. I don't think that is a target that would be valid necessarily. It is at least not in one straight line. If we go down from here to 10 cents, that would be quite harsh, to be honest. So let's remember the 10.5 cent level, but let's also understand that we've now reached the 1.236 extension, which is an ideal target for the wave Y. Okay, now the next way of how to calculate the target would be we take the ABC. Same thing, we take the length of the A wave and we go to the high of the B wave, and this target seems more likely, the 1-to-1 ratio here, which is the 12-cent level. Yeah, seems more likely. And then we've got one more way how to calculate it, and we take the length of the wave 1 here and we add it to the high of the wave 4, and that would give us also here the 12.5 cent level. So it seems like there is some kind of an ideal target range around the 12.5 cent level. So one more leg down, but it doesn't need to get there. Okay, we've reached with the WXY target, the 1.236 extension. We've done what we need to do. We've moved below the wave 3. What we need to do now is to watch clearly for impulsive moves to the upside, any reaction that's bullish. At the moment, I can't see it yet. I don't see any reason to be aggressively long yet, but I'm going to soon open a position here because we have now moved down. At the time, I remember I did make you aware, I think when we dropped below, I can't remember, was it below 19 cents or something? I did get out because I had a long trade open somewhere. Can't even remember where I opened it. I did get out, and my plan was then to rebuy lower, which I can do now shortly. I just want to see a little bit more action here, what we're doing. But it's probably, for me, it starts to be time to start to scale in carefully. slowly, yeah, and then maybe a bit more aggressively when we have a confirmed bottom in place. But yeah, that's my update about Chiliz. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.